2 weeks ago, I made a video all about whether or not the new MacBook could play some video games. When I made this video, I thought it was only going to be a one-off thing. I thought, I have this MacBook, why not put out a video to show people that it can actually play games, even if it can't play them on the highest settings. Since then, I've come to realize that this actually might be an interesting series. And so every so often, I'm putting out a video on lower spec hardware and how well it can play somewhat modern games. So right now these videos are going to be based around games I actually own. Today we're going to be looking at this. This is the Gigabyte Brix A something, lots of letters. Suffice it to say, it has an A8-5557 chip in it. You can see the full specs in the description box below, but suffice it to say, it is not a gaming powerhouse. But it is only $150. So can a $150 bare bones machine actually play games? Well, let's take a look. Okay, so here we are in Tomb Raider. This is early in the game. I think this may be even the same spot I was in last time. So all of the settings are down below. Unfortunately, for recording purposes, I have to record this at 720p.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there?
And because I have to record it at 720p, the game's going to run a little bit laggier on this machine. Because typically I would play this at a little bit lower resolution than that on my TV, because my TV can support it, but the device I'm using to record doesn't support it, so.
Damn it.
Guess you're going down, Laura. Now, you'll notice that this game is actually playing pretty smoothly on this device. The one thing about this device that I feel like I should tell you is that it is loud. The fans on this machine are super loud, and so if you do wind up buying it, for whatever reason, you could replace them probably, I don't know, or just get used to it. You do have to redo the thermal compound paste stuff. Let's check out what this is. Yeah, set the thing on the torch on the bench. Okay. Anyway, so I mean, there's some weird glitchy things going on, and I don't think it has anything to do with the device. I think it may just be the way it's recording, and you may not even be able to see it in the video. Yeah, that's gross. So I guess the question is, can it game? Sure. I mean, it's not great. Like, I wouldn't buy this machine to play games on. But if you were looking for a $150 machine, because that's how much this is, $150. If you were looking for a $150 machine, or sometimes less, if you really like look out for it, you can get it for even cheaper than $150. Now it is a bare bones machine, so that is without the hard drive and RAM. I don't know if you can hear it, but the fans just kicked up to like 1,000. But I do have the microphone kind of turned down, so you might just barely be able to hear it. You might not. I don't know. And I say 1,000. It wasn't 1,000. It's actually more like 4,000 RPMs. Yeah, it's crazy. So that is basically the only real downside of the fans, and you could theoretically replace them. Okay, so now we are playing Outland. This is a game. This is a 2D platformer. It's an indie-esque game, I guess. It's an indie game. I'm sure it's an indie game. One not so super great sign that this machine isn't obviously we already knew this, but that this machine isn't the best for gaming, is that as soon as I started this up, just take my hit. As soon as I started the machine up. As soon as I started the machine up, it just cranked the fans. Now it is cooled way down, and I should point out that this is actually watching me play this live for the first time. Unlike with Tomb Raider, where I'd already played the game and beat the game on my Mac, I have never played this before. So I have never seen this boss before, so this will be fun. And maybe a good test of whether or not this thing can handle it. I am playing at 720p resolution. I'm gonna die. That'll be interesting. So that's gonna be a fun thing, but oh, that was a huge relief. Oh, but that came back a lot faster. This is interesting. I spent way too much time trying to kill these guys. And not enough time trying to beat the boss. Oh, and it regrew. The tree regrew. Okay. Oh, but I did get some new health for this. Did it crush that guy? I think it crushed the one enemy. Okay. Dadgum. That was my opportunity to get all the way back to full health. No! Well, I got a hit in. Don't get the coins. Well, now you can go get the coins. Oh, and the fan just cranked up. But I also got hit, so. No health. I'll wait for him to do this. No health. But I'm gonna get off before it hits me. Oh, this is new. Okay, the blue ones I'm fine with, the red ones I'm not. Okay. Good news, I just died. Also good news, the fan has ramped up significantly. I think I may have just said that, but I'm saying it a second time. Alright, so I am not going to go fight this boss a second time. So can this play games? Kinda. I mean, it held its own in Tomb Raider, and Outland was pretty smooth. I didn't play either game for any length of time, and Tomb Raider can get much more graphically intense the further you get in the game. That's not a super graphically intense section that I showed. The other thing to note is that it is $150, like I said, but it's $150 bare bones, so it doesn't have an operating system, it doesn't have a hard drive, and it doesn't have RAM. But if you happen to have a laptop hard drive, laptop RAM laying around, the one big issue with this is that the thermal paste compound, whatever you want to call it, that comes with this is crap. Go to Best Buy, buy their thermal compound, it'll cost maybe $10, and put it on it, and the temperatures will cool drastically. And when I say drastically, I mean 10 to 15 degrees Celsius under load. That is substantial. And you can also probably replace the fans. I'm not going to. So I bought this machine for my dad because at $150, it was going to be very hard for me to find a CPU motherboard combo, including new RAM, that was going to be less than $150 for the performance I was getting out of this machine. Plus, it's so small. I mean, that's why you buy it. You buy it because it's small. I would not recommend buying this machine to play games. However, if you want a $150 bare bones device that just happens to be able to kind of play games decently enough, well, look no further. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.